Hmm.
He tasked Aphrodite to transform into an eagle and mock chase him. While he was transformed into a swan, Nemesis, pitying the poor swan, offered it refuge in her arms and fell into a deep sleep. While asleep, Zeus raped her, and in time
Are you
she.
streaming this right now?
Yes, I put on their history for the name on it. So apparently, Zeus raped her. Raped her, since you can't say RAPE on YouTube. So Zeus raped her.
Great.
And in time, she bore an egg which has transported to Leda by Hermes.
What the fuck?
I don't know.
What?
I don't know.
Zeus, what is wrong with you?
He grapes people a lot.
He ate his pregnant wife,
What?
Metis, alive out of fear that their child would overthrow him. He ate his wife!
I hope she tasted good.
He ate his pregnant wife! What is wrong with this man?
I don't want to know. God, man. What the?
Zeus, what is wrong with you?
Oh. Zeus.
When Hera gave birth to I don't know how to say this name, Hephaestus, Zeus threw him off the top of Mount Olympus because of his repulsive appearance.
Wow, okay. Would you like to know who Zeus is afraid of?
uh,
He's afraid of Nyx, the god of night.
he should be. She's awesome.
Oh, Zeus's worst enemy is Typhon.
Oh, it was Poseidon that raped Medusa.
Oh yeah, I've seen videos of that.
And so whoever was with Poseidon at the time, Athena, it was Athena. Athena cursed her, and that's why she has her looks and turns people to stone. Even though he raped her and it wasn't her fault. That's why people get a Medusa tattoo for raping.
Yeah. I love the fact you're now using grape instead of the.
It's better, okay?
Yeah.
Or we could just say SA, because it's the same thing.
Yeah. Sexual assault.
Yep.
You could say that.
Which we've both experienced multiple times.
Yeah, so we can say that.
Guys are
Oh
terrible.
man.
Oh, but dude, that makes Poseidon. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with this family?
I don't know.
Medusa was a virgin when he raped her. In
Poseidon?
Athena's tape, he raped her in Athena's temple.
Something like that.
That's why she got pissed.
And
The
Athena didn't
hell?
believe Medusa. Like
Mm-mm.
at all.
That's
Hmm.
why she cursed her.
Do you want to know something? Poseidon had two wives.
Yeah.
Amphitrite and Nereid,
Hmm.
the daughter of Nereus and Doris. She was also the goddess of the sea. Great. Hmm. Amphitrite. Wow, wow. Hold up.
Why is it common? Okay. It says grape is a common topic in history and mythology. Why?
Girls were so easy to get.
The fuck?
Hold on. Please hold.
Are you good?
Amphitrite, the Greek I can't speak English. the Greek mythology, in Greek mythology, the goddess of the sea, wife of the god Poseidon, and one of the 50 or 100 daughters. She had 100 daughters?
What the hell?
Why? Why would you have that many?
So,
First of all.
you know the mother of Hercules, right?
Mm-hmm.
Al Alcmene. Um,
Alchemy.
yeah. Says she was raped by Zeus in the form of her husband, resulting in the birth of Hercules.
What a piece of shit.
So he took the form. He can shapeshift. That's how he's doing it.
Oh, that explains a lot, actually.
This is just Greek mythology for
So are
anyone
you
who's
so
watching.
are you telling me that what's her name? Aphrodite tried or not Aphrodite, Hades and is it Aphrodite? You telling me they try to have kids and Zeus turned into Hades to no, Persephone. You telling me
We
Hades
could
and
have. I don't know.
Persephone could have tried to have kids, but Zeus turned into Hades and had kids with Hades' wife? Is that what I'm hearing?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Just so stupid.
I'm tempted to stream this too.
It's interesting, man.
It is interesting. Hold on. We'll play some more Fortnite in a bit, but we're just talking for right now.
Yeah.
Playing Fortnite and learning about Greek mythology. Fortnite.
Damn. So, hang on a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so Uranus, she had kids she had 12 kids. Would you like to know them before I tell you the other 12 kids that she had?
Yeah.
In total, she had 24 kids.
Damn.
She had Rhea, Themis, Coeus, Hyperion, Erit, I don't know how to say that name. Mnemosyne. I don't know. Oceanus, Cronus, or Kronos, Thea, Lapidus, Phoebe, and Janus. She then, Uranus mated with Gaia, and she gave birth to the 12 Titans.
Okay, yeah, I've heard that one before, the 12 Titans.
Yeah, I'm like, you gave birth to 24 children?
That is a lot of
No,
kids.
no, I lied. She had 18 children.
That's still a lot of
He,
kids.
apparently Uranus is a he, I lied. But it said he gave birth. How come the dudes get to have birth, but us down here, we can't make the guy give birth for us? That's rude. Oh, 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 I see Aphrodite in
Well, I can
here.
hear you pretty well.
Uranus is also the father of Aphrodite. How many fathers does Aphrodite have?
What?
Uranus is also the father of Aphrodite. How many fathers?
Crazy.
How many fathers does she have?
Let me go back to Persephone because I like her.
Here, I'll go back to fucking um.
Hades.
Yeah, I'll go back to Hades.
Or you could be
Yeah, I could be Zeus.
Zeus or no, don't be Zeus. He
He's
sucks, man.
He's a rapist, man. Nobody likes him. I could be Cerberus, Aphrodite, Medusa, Artemis. I don't want to be.
Dionysus, why?
Who should I be?
Aura was raped by Dionysus while she was drunk. Castilia was raped by Zeus in the form of Artemis or Apollo, resulting in the birth of Arcus. Why are you taking the form of people just to do that, man? That's so messed up.
Yeah.
Cassiopeia was raped by Zeus in the form of her husband Phoenix. He's taking on the forms of their lovers. What is wrong with this man?
I don't know, man. I'm gonna look something up.
Danae was raped by Zeus in the form of golden rain, resulting in the birth of Perseus. Europa was abducted by Zeus in the form of a white bull, then raped, resulting in the birth of Minos. We're going to be saying a bunch of these names wrong, people, so we apologize.
I don't apologize. Y'all can suck it.
Well, that poor lady. Harpalyce was raped by her own father, Clymenus. Hera was raped by her brother Zeus. By her brother and later Zeus.
Hercules graped somebody.
Io pursued and eventually graped by Zeus, transformed into a heifer.
Wait.
Leda was graped by Zeus in the form of a swan. You said that one earlier.
Callisto graped by Zeus in the form of Artemis or Apollo.
Mm-hmm.
I think you read that one.
Metis was pursued and eventually graped by her cousin and later husband Zeus, resulting in the eventual birth of Athena. Nemesis was graped by Zeus, her first cousin once removed, who relentlessly pursued her, changing many forms. In some versions, Nemesis is the mother of Helen of Troy rather than Leda. Why was Zeus so persistent with Nemesis?
I don't know, man.
Nix's poor child. Nicaea was raped by Dionysus while she was unconscious.
God, what a piece of shit.
Persephone was raped by her uncle Hades and, in Orphic tradition, by her father Zeus, disguised as a snake or as Hades himself. This resulted in the birth of Zagreus and Melino.
Yeah.
Zeus! So, Persephone got raped by her own... Persephone got raped by her uncle, which is her husband, but also by her father, who disguised himself as her husband, which is her uncle. What the
Makes sense.
What the fuck?
Makes sense. I told you that he turned into Hades to get her to
Rhea was raped by her son, Zeus? You raped your mom?
Oh my god.
What is wrong with you? He raped his mom! Adonis was raped by Aphrodite.
So, Zeus took Persephone's virginity in the form of a serpentine dragon.
Yep.
He needs to stop. Oh. Athena protected her virginity because when Hephaestus tried to grape her, she protected her virginity and ejaculated on her leg. And he ejaculated on her leg. She went off with a piece of wool, throwing it into the ground. Disgusting.
Really? Ganymede was also raped by Zeus. He was just going after everybody, even his own mom. What is wrong with this man? No wonder everyone doesn't like him very much.
He sucks, man. Zeus is a piece of shit. No offense, Zeus, but take offense.
No offense. Like, man, get your shit together.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Zeus slept with, but estimates range from dozens to hundreds of people.
He sucks.
He married his sister Hera.
Yeah, I know. And he cheated on her many times.
Yeah, because he had many wives and many people that he graped, apparently. But
Mm-hmm.
how many crimes did Hades commit? Hades is primarily known for the abduction of Persephone, the goddess of spring, and forcing her to be his wife in the underworld. Which is often considered his primary crime. This act was considered a forceful and unwanted marriage by many, even though it was arranged by Zeus. Of course it would be arranged by him!
In Greek mythology, Zeus committed numerous crimes or actions that would be considered wrong by modern standards, including seduction, abductions, and violence. Where's the grape in here, man? Where's the essay? Where is it? He is known for transforming into various forms to seduce women, using force in some cases and punishing those who opposed him. Specific examples including seducing Leda as a swan and abducting Europa
You would think people
as a bull.
could tell, like, if their husband wasn't their husband.
Yeah, he abducted Europa, a Phoenician princess, by turning himself into a bull and took her to Crete. Zeus punished those who disobeyed him or challenged his authority, including chaining Prometheus to a rock and having his liver devoured by an eagle, which
I have a
would
list of villainous
regenerate every
acts
night.
by Zeus. I have a list of villainous acts by Zeus. So the first one was he ate his pregnant wife. What the hell? What?
What?
He ate his pregnant wife, Metis, alive out of fear that their child would overthrow him. This resulted in their daughter Athena being born from Zeus's forehead.
What?
What?
How, man?
What? At the marriage of Zeus and Hera, a nymph named Chalone refused to attend. Zeus transformed her into a tortoise. Okay. When Hera gave birth to Hephaestus, however crap you say that kid's name, Zeus threw him off the top of Mount Olympus because of his repulsive appearance. Condemned Prometheus to have his liver eaten by a giant eagle every day for giving the flames of Olympus to the mortals.
Can I stop you for just a second?
This was punishment for defying Zeus's authority. Yeah.
Did you know Athena could create children through her mind?
Oh,
she would give
that's
birth
kinda
to them
cool.
through her mind.
Can I have that? So I can have a kid?
Similar to how she was born from Zeus.
That makes sense. That makes sense. So she gives birth to her kids through her forehead. Got it.
Yeah.
That would be weird.
Yeah.
I don't want that, actually.
Oh.
Even though I feel like that might be less painful than down there. Just get a really bad migraine someday, and then this kid pops out of my head. Like, what the fuck?
Like, oh, hello. Welcome to the world.
In any temples or virgin priestess to Zeus's eldest sister, Hesta, were violated, he would curse the city until their defiler was burned alive in the temple to purify it. If the defiler was never caught or punished, Zeus would go as far to destroy the entire city. He killed Salmoneus with a thunderbolt for attempting to impersonate him, riding around in a bronze chariot and loudly imitating thunder.
Do you want to know why Athena is Zeus's favorite child?
What?
It's a stupid reason. Because she was fully grown from his head.
Oh, so like she literally came out as a full-grown adult?
Yes. She
That would
didn't
be
get to
even
live as a
freakier.
child. she was fully grown
So
when
when
he
Athena
when
has
she came
kids,
out.
does that happen too? Does she just have them come out of her head fully grown?
She's never had kids, but if she did, they would she could create them through her mind.
But would that mean they would come out fully grown from her head like her dad?
Probably.
Oh, that's even worse. You imagine getting a really bad migraine or something and then a full-on person coming out of your head? That would be scary. Zeus with Hera turned King Hamus, I don't know how to say the name, and Queen Rhodope into mountains, the Balkan Mountains, and or Staraplania and Rhodope Mountains, respectively. There we go. For their vanity, my English. Condemned Ixion to be tied to a fiery wheel for eternity as punishment for attempting to violate Hera. You should be punished for violating many others, Zeus.
Wait, hold on.
Sank the Talkines beneath the sea for practicing black magic. Blinded the seer Phineas and sent the Harpies to plague him as punishment for revealing the secrets of the gods. Sold his daughter Persephone to Hades without her mother's knowledge or permission, and then feigned ignorance when Demeter inquired about her disappearance.
Okay, so hang on. Athena did have a child.
Did you?
Yes, I can read it for you. She had a
Go for it.
child with Percy Jackson. Well,
What?
yeah, whatever.
What?
In she had a child with
The half
Percy
human, half
Jackson.
god Percy Jackson that we
Yes.
all know, love, and know?
Yes. These children are born as a gift to their fathers by the goddesses, representing a blend of divine wisdom and mortal ingenuity.
See, with what we know about Percy Jackson, though, Percy Jackson fell in love with Athena's daughter. So, uh,
Here. Athena gave birth to Annabeth Chase as a brainchild.
Yeah, Annabeth is her child, yeah.
Yes.
And
She's
Percy
a
Jackson fell in
brainchild.
love with Annabeth,
Yeah. But
but then had a kid with Annabeth's mother.
Athena had a child with Percy Jackson.
Did she grape him?
I don't know how she would grape him because it comes out of her brain.
No, I'm pretty sure she could have kids normally. She can just create them through her head
She
if she wants
creates them through her head so she stays a virgin. That's what it says.
to. So she created a kid with Percy Jackson.
Yes.
Did he have any say in that?
No.
So
Percy
technically,
Jackson had no say in Athena's brain children.
so technically, she graped
graped
him. That poor man got a child he didn't even want.
They also had another kid, but this one
God.
is a mortal man, Frederick Chase. Great.
Slew Lasian with a thunderbolt after discovering that he had sex with Demeter. Still reading about Zeus's friggin' villainous acts. He seduced and sometimes raped many mortal women and some goddesses, and did little to protect them from the vengeance of his wife Hera, His victims included his mother,
Oh my
Rhea, and
god.
his daughters, Persephone, Nemesis, and Aphrodite.
That's how he gave birth to. Okay, now I know. Okay,
Huh?
Athena got her child from Percy Jackson because his sperm fell to the ground and Gaia, the goddess of earth, conceived and gave the birth to Ecrothonius. So Ecrothonius gave the baby. No, after birth, Gaia handed over the baby to Athena, and is known as Erichthonius's mother.
So, Ben just gotta be careful where they ejaculate. Don't be ejaculating on the
Yes.
floor, because then your sperm will be taken.
Yes.
And then turned into a baby you didn't even want or know about by the great gods and
Yes.
goddesses.
Oh my god.
What the hell? Was he outside or did it get on to, like... What was he doing dropping his sperm on the floor?
I don't know, but that was what he was doing.
Y'all men gotta be careful now, or you might have an unwanted child with a goddess.
Yeah. They might ask you for some money.
Give them their child support. Or they'll punish you somehow.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently he struck Zeus, this is Zeus again, struck Hera when she blinded Tiresias as revenge for siding with Zeus in an argument, and rewarded Tiresias with foresight and 7 lives. Turned Cassiopeia into a constellation when she said she was more beautiful than the gods. Hung Hera upside down in the sky after she attempted to drown Hercules. Struck Anchises, I don't know how to say that, in the foot after he bragged about having an affair with Aphrodite, rendering him lame in that foot for the rest of his days. Forced Apollo and Poseidon to serve a mortal Trojan king, and at the same time he chained up Hera for attempting to overthrow him. Hera just hates her husband. During the Trojan War, Zeus arranged for Greek soldiers to be slaughtered in their hundreds as punishment for King Agamemnon having dishonored Achilles, and turned Pandarus into stone for stealing the golden dog which had guarded him as an infant in the holy Dictation cave of Crete. Or Dictaeon cave of Crete. That's the last one.
So Zeus did love a boy. Zeus was in love with Ganymede.
He's just a lover of all, apparently.
Argues Zeus loved him for his mind and their relationship was not sexual.
Huh.
Great.
Well, for once he didn't do something bad.
No.
It just had to be a man.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He's like, oh, you're a man, so I'll respect you.
Yeah.
What's wrong with it, man?
Wait, what? Wait, why? Why?
What?
Eos. Who did Aphrodite curse? Eos. The story is that Eos and Ares were in a relationship, but when Aphrodite found out, she got jealous that Ares is now with another woman, so she cursed Eos to always fall in love with other men. Lovely.
Oh, Poseidon has a male lover.
Oh. Who?
And so it was that from this single kiss was born a new god, Anthros, the god of love and requited. Neretes and Poseidon returned to the sea god's palace the following morning, Neretes taking up his role as Poseidon's charioteer and lover, a shining example of the love shared between two people.
Well, I hope
So
you.
Neretes is
You want to
his
know
lover
something?
and charioteer.
This one is: did Hades have a male lover? No, because he only wanted.
Persephone.
Yeah, so he didn't want anybody else.
Oh, prayer. There's a thing, it said, why did Zeus marry his sister? And it says, in Greek mythology, Zeus married his sister Hera primarily due to his desire for her beauty and the fact that she was considered his most beautiful sister. While some myths portray their relationship as one of love and mutual attraction, others depict Hera's marriage as a way to cover her shame after being tricked and graped by Zeus. The marriage was also seen as a way to solidify the power of the Olympian gods, with Hera becoming the queen of the gods.
Hmm.
Look how messed up she married him just because she was ashamed of what he did to her. No wonder they fight all the time.
Yeah, right. Nobody likes Zeus. He's a piece of shit. Everybody should like Hades because he's not a huge piece
Hades
of
and
shit.
Persephone are great.
Yeah. Apparently, Andromeda had 6 sons and a daughter with Perseus. Hmm.
Hmm.
What's the point of getting married in like the god and goddess life if you're all just gonna cheat on each other?
With sisters and cousins and
And
daughters and
brothers and
sons, like,
blah.
what is going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently, Hades and Persephone, while their relationship begins with a less than ideal introduction, are depicted as a loving and faithful pair later in mythology or whatever. Finally, um, so I mean, it says that. So it goes. I looked up who was the most like healthiest relationship in Greek mythology. It says there's several couples often cited as having relatively healthy and stable relationships despite their overall tendency towards infidelity and drama among the gods and goddesses. It says Hera and Zeus, for example, while known for conflict, also displayed a degree, of commitment. Eros, which is Cupid, and Psyche is another notable example. Their love story depicting perseverance and the importance of trust, even amidst obstacles. Similarly, Hades and Persephone, while their relationship begins with a less than ideal introduction and depicted as loving and faithful pair later in the story. Finally, the mortal couple, Baucis and Philemon, are often praised for their devotion to each other, with their story ending in a symbolic intertwining.
Did you know that Andromeda would have been murdered by Poseidon?
Right.
I'll read it to you. Here's a more detailed breakdown of the problem. Cassiopeia, Andromeda's mother, boasted that her daughter was more beautiful than Nereus, the sea nymphs. Poseidon, the god of the sea, was offended by the boast, and in revenge, he sent the sea monster Cetus to ravage the land. King Cepheus, Andromeda's father, consulted an oracle who revealed that only Andromeda's sacrifice would appease Poseidon's and end the appease Poseidon and end the monster's rampage. Perseus, returning from slaying Medusa, saw Andromeda chained to a rock. He
I think it's
offered to kill
Perseus.
Cetus. I don't care. In exchange for Andromeda's hand in marriage. Perseus successfully killed.
You said it right there.
I don't care. care. I was reading it and I was like, I don't care. Successfully killed Cetus and married Andromeda. So she was gonna get murdered by Poseidon because of Andromeda's mom that said that Andromeda was prettier than a sea nymph.
Hmm.
I'm
So
like,
this is where more of that like brother on sister on stuff happens because it looked at did Hera ever cheat on Zeus? And it said, due to Zeus's constant infidelity during their marriage, Hera began a long-term on and off affair with Hades.
hmm. Did you know Zeus overthrew and imprisoned his father for for everything, for life?
Oh. In one Orphic myth, Zeus was filled with desire for his mother and pursued her, only for Rhea to refuse him and change into a serpent to flee. Zeus also turned himself into a serpent and raped her. The child born from that union was their daughter Persephone, and afterwards Rhea became Demeter.
Oh, that explains so much. It's so annoying. um,
Yeah, see, Kronos ate his children. In Greek mythology, Kronos swallowed his children because he feared a prophecy that one of them would overthrow him, just as he had overthrown his father, Ouranos. This fear led him to devour his children as they were born, except for Zeus, who was secretly raised by Rhea, Kronos' wife. So Zeus was the one that survived his father eating his siblings. Why do you eat? I see where Zeus got the frickin' I'm gonna eat my wife and child in one fucking thing. What the hell? Ugh. Their whole stuff is so messed up, I swear. Oh, hey, Jaden. Sorry. We played as this lovely couple here, and then we got into like we asked. What started this is we were on randomizing and playing normal games, which we aren't doing right now. We're just sitting here,
I do want to
and
keep
then
playing though
we
after
got
everything.
curious. We got curious on if Persephone and Hades ever had kids,
No,
but figured
they
out
did
that
not.
they don't have kids together, but they have separate kids with other people. Because of Persephone being raped by people and Hades
Zeus.
just being Hades just having little affairs with other people.
We also found out Zeus is a huge piece of shit and nobody should like
Yep,
him.
yep. Zeus is terrible.
Hmm.
So, this is the confusing thing, right? So Zeus, um, yeah, Demeter is so Zeus raped his mother, which is Demeter, right? And so she had Persephone, right? And then he also raped Persephone, and then sold Persephone to Hades, which is his brother. Which to Hades, Persephone is his niece.
Hmm.
So there's a whole thing going out.
And Zeus
It's
keeps
been a while.
raping like his children and his children's children and his cousins and all that. And I'm like, why?
I knew this a while ago in high school, but it's been a while.
You're welcome for the history lesson.
Having history lessons today. I just learned how big of an asshole freaking Zeus is.
Yeah, big asshole.
Zeus literally ate his pregnant wife. Like, that's messed up, man. eats their pregnant wife.
Oh no.
I guess he got that from his dad because his dad ate his children because he didn't want to be overthrown. So Zeus ate his pregnant
Yes, I'm
wife
still
so
here.
that she
God.
wouldn't get overthrown. He wouldn't get overthrown by their child. That is so messed up, man.
Did you know the reason for Zeus being the way he is because nobody believed that he was a truly, purely benevolent god? So he turned evil against everything?
Damn, that's why he's an asshole.
Yeah, because nobody believed that he was a pure god and that he must have some issues and
Oh, because he was
everything.
Kratos' son and everything, yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently, you don't know who killed Poseidon?
Who?
So it says Poseidon warned Kratos that Olympus's
Oh.
destruction meant the world's destruction. The ghost of Sparta did not react and told him to prepare for his own death. Kratos proceeded to brutally beat on the sea god before finally finishing Poseidon by gouging out his uncle's eyes with his thumbs and snapping his neck.
God, that's horrible.
Poor
My
Poseidon.
God.
Poor Poseidon.
I'm gonna pee. I'll be back.
Right.
I can't with this. Whoever made them, they need to die far away. Far, far away. And they need to just not exist.
It's an interesting time reading about Greek mythology because it's very interesting. What, Ezra? What? Hey, babies. What you doing? Hey. Come here. Here. Hey, babies. Meow. What? You okay? Greek mythology is crazy. quiet time for a minute because she went to the bathroom.
Okay, I'd like to play some normal games now, please.
Do we want to play normal Zero Build or keep doing OG?
I
Or
want to keep
reload?
doing OG.
Or reload.
I want to do OG.
Okay, we staying as Persephone in the Hades.
Yeah, why not? We learned so
Alright.
much today. I'm gonna start a
We
new
can
friend
also
though.
learn